Warning: the following video contains video game violence, gore, and explicit content. Hi, hello, and welcome, kings and queens, cuties, and beans, back to Baldur's Gate 3. I know it's not this way, but I do want to go check over here. Oh. Oh.
Hardly a challenge.
Ooh, not funny. Alright. So, let's read these. A hastily scrawled note. I have the information you wanted. You were right. The temple membership is growing. I'll tell you all about their so-called tribunal. Meet me tomorrow, you know where. Strip of paper with the following words written in blood. I found you. You didn't come. Don't you realize I'm risking my neck for you? I can't have this information sitting on me. They'll find me. Give you one last chance. Meet me tonight or never contact me again. The Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issue of the penetrating stench emanating from the round street hatches that provide access to the sewers. The tribe of gutter kobolds contracted to maintain free flow in the sanitation tunnels appears to have been slain or driven away by forces or circumstances unknown, and the resulting backup is responsible for the unpleasant odor. The department is taking appropriate measures to remedy the situation, but in the meantime, do not attempt to address the situation yourselves. Citizens are prohibited from using the round street sewer access hatches. Leave sanitation to the professionals. Alright.
This corpse has been desecrated,
Oh!
displayed, and there's nothing random about it.
I'm gonna do that. Oh,
Circus class.
there's the pelvis.
What an end for Dribbles the clown.
Alright. No. Oh no!
Back in my sails.
Fine. The effigy of Balthazar, who lacked ambition. What use his refusal? He thought himself free, but destiny claimed his corpse the same. Below was an exaggerated signature written in blood, or in the red. Alright. A little bathhouse? Alright. Oh, we found another body part. I'm already missing a few, so...
Maybe it'll
Back
bring
to
us
you.
closer.
Minsk puts on quite a show of brawn, even if there's no brain worth mentioning. I mean, I hate to judge the proverbial book, but that oaf may be all cover and no pages.
I love him.
Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
Alright, let's leave... Jahira? So where's Mitz?
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh?
What do you mean?
Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But... I can only say thank you.
I was gonna say.
Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end.
Don't go getting sentimental on me now, Harper.
Ah, those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Alright, we need to part ways for a
Shoot?
minute. Yes.
Later then.
Oh, there it is. Hello. Um...
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
Why is he so scared of Laconia?
Do not be afraid, Boo. She is not here. And you, bite your tongue until your eyes water and your hairs curl.
Sorry, but why is he so afraid of her?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine
Stick to the
and
thing.
not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
A miniature giant space house.
Exactly! The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them.
I'm surprised you didn't kill her there and then.
I did not get the chance. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
Alright.
Of all the places I expected would find this Minsk, crawling from the broken jaws of a mimic wasn't high on my list. What's life without a few surprises, eh? With pleasure. Lead on.
What were the other things he had?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mystril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mystril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mystril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be gods.
Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Alright, let's do long rest and then go see stuff for Gale. Yes.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
Enough. What's this about?
I would like to see if a lesson has been learned. This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
She's right, Mince. I need to know you'll follow orders from here on out.
I have already pledged my sword and hamster both. What more does Minsk have to give?
Your word, Ranger. That next time you will stop and think. I will not always be here to tell you what to do.
If not here, then where? Wherever there is, Minsk and Boo will go too. My hamster, he will not be parted from you again, Jahira.
I missed him too. And try as you might, I know you have not missed my point as neatly as you pretend.
Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Okay. Here we go.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's
Ready?
right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You don't owe her so much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up.
Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
All things to be nervous about. An audience with the goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Don't give anything away. Find out what she has to say.
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her
That
flight,
helps.
and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
I will. Go do your thing. Be safe. Oh, I'm worried.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on. As you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
I don't like her. Alright.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. Once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me.
Didn't we just have a conversation about nothing good comes from humans turning to gods? Or dealing with gods? Did it go in one ear and out the other? Gale. I'm not sure about all this. I thought the crown was a simple artifact. But this Karsite weave sounds evil.
Evil is a reductive term, too often used to dismiss choices the observer lacks the imagination to understand. Let me assure you, Karsite weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me.
No.
You know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you?
You were gonna blow yourself up! You're forgetting how you came into possession of the Karsite weave. Your good intentions could have detonated.
But they didn't. I always thought it was a miracle that I survived, but I'm starting to wonder if there was more to it. What if it chose me?
You're turning coincidence into delusions of grandeur, Gale. Stop it.
I'm seeing exactly what's before my eyes. If you prefer to keep yours closed, that's up to you.
No, Gale. This all sounds far too dangerous. Castus's magic must be destroyed.
I thought you more ambitious than this. The seer was mistaken.
Ambition and
Very well.
delusion are two different things.
I'll drop the matter. For now.
Alright, that was... we'll figure it out.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think. Then you'll have me. Lead on.
Oh, what's up?
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community. Peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes the Shadow Druid's desire to separate nature from all this seems pragmatic, not fanatical.
Civilization is but an extension of nature. They can thrive together if given the chance. Same as Daniel and Oliver.
A fine point. I wish I had thought of it myself.
You're just stressed, it's fine.
Thank you. Your wisdom shines through even in dark moments. I shall not give in to despair. Not while there is still the chance of a future worth fighting for.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much steel
I'm
watch.
astonished. To relish in intimacy again after such hardship is a wound many never recover from.
Are you charging for this sage advice? Or is sticking your nose into my business just a hobby?
Yeah.
Rest all you will. I believe now in your honest heart.
I love him. Making me nervous. I don't want to be so close. Alright. What is down here? What? Oh, I hate the shaking.
What's that?
What is that? Scry. The effigy of Balthazar, who lacked ambition. What use would use his refusal? He thought himself free, but destiny claimed his corpse the same. Or in the red. Planet ring.
Astarion, I'm astonished.
Ooh.
To relish in intimacy again after such hardship is a wound many never recover from.
Why are they all burnt?
Are you charging for this sage advice, or is sticking your nose into my business just a hobby?
If I were you, I'd turn around and walk right out of this alley. Now!
What happened?
Here's the 9 fingers. Good luck.
Oh. Okay. Where's that? Oh. I see where we are.
I smell a fight brewing.
No.
Let it brew.
Hold it there! Bad time to come visiting, my friend. This is interim territory now. Just as soon as we've purged it of guild rats. Nothing personal.
Oh. Alright. Ooh, where's Mole? Ooh, if you hurt Mole, you're done. Okay.
Want another?
Yellow. Okay.
Moving.
Here. That's one. Okay. Alright. Oh, shit. I still have... Okay, common... No. Passives. I forgot to turn that off.
Let's turn someone inside out. Let's go.
Don't need someone coming up. Okay. I forgot I had the non-lethal turned on. Oh. Alright. We are going... I don't know.
No time to spare.
And Let's see. Not really in range of anybody. Myrmidon, Lopsaurus, Sabertooth. Do Owlbear. Panther. Can't really do anything. Damn. Jeez. What do you want this dude? Let's see. Passives. Okay, I don't have that much. Nice. Okay.
What's it gonna take?
Done.
Shall we dance? This way.
So it looks like it. Is it just those two left? There we go. You guys good? What happened? Are you good?
Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there.
Well, shit. Alright. I need information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab.
Yeah. how is it you know so much about the cult of the Absolute and its leaders?
Simple enough. After Jahira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem.
Yeah, I don't really need to know more. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ,
There is
Halsin.
much to do.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Move all of those. What is this? Life has tried to push me down, make me crawl when I should fly, but I won't be stilled, and when I'm killed, I'll be looking at the sky. Well, unfortunately, you're face down, inside. So... Oh, I can live her. That feels off. I've forgotten. What's that? Carson, Regan is no longer reliable. I'm making you the Southern District Deliveries Manager. Effective next 10 day. Unless Regan retires earlier than that. If you know what I mean, Roa. New waypoint. There's a merchant down there.
Astarion, I'm astonished.
Oh my god, Halsit.
Intimacy again after such hardship is
Oh.
wound many never recover from.
Sagan? Alright, was not expecting that.
The scent of blood is in the air.
Do... Okay.
There.
Oh, my word. In position.
Make sure that's enough. So weird.
Now this is my happy place.
Let none stand in our way. The power of
Another
nature
one
flows
popped us.
through me.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's go. Eat it.
Yeah.
Whatever may come, I stand ready. On the move.
Still on my feet. What path lies before me? Make it hurt.
There we go. That was...
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
Oh.
Zahwaga.
Protected a group
But why are
of
they
civilians.
so close to the city?
Yeah. That was weird. Just got paid for it. Is it this guy? Yeah.
Thanks again for dealing with those Sawagan. You saved more than just my livelihood.
Yeah, what do you have in
Fish
stock?
mainly. The flaming fest commandeer the best stuff, but I can show you what I've got. Watch
Sorry.
yourself, eh? God's willing, there won't be any more of those things.
That's cool.
That's curious.
It shows red though.
What's that?
What if I just... Can I open this? Damn it. My own. That was my own oopsie. What are you guys talking about? I don't see anything. Okay. Cute little area though. Nope. No thief here.
Can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die. Please, sir. Oh, please.
just a dead cat.
Your light fingers have attracted attention. It seems an explanation may be in order.
Well, one, I can't see anything. Talk your way out. Just minding my own business, nothing to do with me. Boop, boop. Beautiful.
You'll walk free for now, but your stories won't land so well if you're caught again.
That's funny.
Despite everything.
Your light fingers have attracted attention. It seems an explanation
Come on.
may be in order.
Oh, 19.
You'll walk free for now.
Oh, please.
What's that?
Alright, Halson, you gotta... Why is it also red?
Keep a blade close. Let's pry.
I've got a long road ahead.
I was trying to concentrate.
Looking ahead.
So rude.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Thought something was gonna happen.
Astarion, I'm astonished. To relish an intimacy
Oh my God,
after
Halson.
such hardship is a wound many never recover from.
Are you charging for this sage advice, or is sticking your nose into my business just a hobby?
Just all you will. I believe now in your honest heart.
Halson, I'm gonna need you to stop. Oh. Hello?
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mr. Carrion.
Are you Wither's brother?
I sent you to like to wonder the boundaries between life and death. You have read the Necromancy of Thay. Tell me, what brings one of such power into the presence of Mystic Carrion?
Perhaps fate brought us together.
A naive interpretation of the forces at work beyond your perception. No wonder you sought a hand like mine to lead you through the darkness. I am a spirit, Medihum. One who wanders the hazy boundaries of mortality, bearing the intentions of the living and the knowledge of the dead. You possess some aptitude in that regard, but I'm afraid you aren't of the caliber required to be one of my regular clients.
What kind of clients do you accept?
Only a very select few, taken from the highest reaches of society. I find them to be far more appreciative of my services than the average mourner, and far more generous in paying for them.
And what do these services involve?
Whatever the customer desires, or at least whatever they can afford. Each brings their own desperation. Some crave a word of solace. Some wish to see, to summon, to torment. I provide for them all, according to their merit. You are not deserving of such a gift. Unless you've some other purpose here, our consultation is at an end. Unless, of course, you are looking for a job.
Can do anything to trade.
Some spiritual materials, though not much within reach of your purse, I fear.
What kind of job does he have?
Those spirits. Again, my client list is full, and you are not on it.
I came to offer my own services if you need of anything. And a servant.
Yes. My spirits stir. They think you might be capable. Very well. You may help me with a small matter. I have an assistant, Thrumbo. A conduit I used to maintain my connections with the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, he has deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will see that you are suitably...
Just his body? Alright, First, tell me why he ran.
It's quite simple. He resented having to work for a living. The undead can be rather lazy in that regard. He was always a simple, contented creature, a beggar to the bone. Perhaps he has forgotten how ungenerous the world can be, or simply prefers to live in the gutter. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his.
I might be able to help for a fee, of course.
I am more than able to offer you suitable recompense for such a task. An item, perhaps. One that resonates with your spiritual energies. The spirits will help me decide once the task is performed. First, you must bring me back Thrumbo's body.
I'll think about it.
Do not think on it too long, lest my offer be rescinded.
Alright. Here.
Careful, I bite. Let's go to the shadows. Easy.
No time to rest.
Okay.
Not allowed up. Must go down. Customers downstairs.
Okay.
I will cure you.
That's fine.
You have my word.
You good?
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Scared to come here anyway. Would have better luck with a guild.
Between the Steel Watch and the Stone Lord,
Can I kill tieflings?
Little unfounders folks gutted. Didn't see it happen more, thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
You good?
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up.
This city fails those who need its aid the most. No child should be abandoned like this.
I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hello? Does anyone want...
Sure.
Thank you.
Where's the money? Rakatha to be its assets gone, but life saved.
What's the first thing you want to do after we settle in?
Absolutely catapult sales. The people of this city love a hero and villain piece. We have a villain, a hero, journalism.
Nope. And thank you to everyone that came and hung out. I truly hope you had fun. And I will see you next time.